This is Upbeat with beatboxer, musician, speaker, and show host, Parker K.
Hey, welcome to Upbeat, and thank you very much for being here and for listening in today or watching. If you're watching this on YouTube or on the website, parkerkane.co, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. It is Monday, June 28th. So I hope you're having a great start to your week. And we've also got the 4th of July coming up on Sunday, I believe. So I'm wishing you a happy and safe 4th of July weekend. Eat the food that you love, spend time with people that you love, do the activities that you love, just have a great time. And I also wanted to say, for those who can't be with their families to do those things for whatever reasons, but typically what comes to mind when I think that is the emergency responders, the firefighters, the nurses, the police officers, the troops, for all those people who are out there, working to keep this country running and are not going to be with their families and friends for this 4th of July because they work in these crazy 24/7 jobs that never stop. I wanted to say thank you to all of you for doing what you do, and just make sure I recognize you and celebrate you. And, to everyone, not only enjoy the food and the activities and the time with your friends and family, but remember what it's all about. I feel very, very thankful and blessed to be in this great country, and for all the people who have fought and who continue to fight to make this country so great so that we can have the freedoms that we have today. So I just wanted to get that out there and recognize that and put some light on that, because I really do feel very blessed. And to me, this is a big deal. And, the 4th of July is easily one of my favorite holidays. So I'm looking forward to it. And I hope all of you are too. And again, I'm wishing you a happy and safe 4th of July Sunday. It's going to be great. Today, I just wanted to share with you a couple messages just real fast. This is going to be probably a shorter episode, but two messages specifically that have really been a focus of mine recently. And it's interesting how when you start to think of something more, it starts to kind of appear more in your life, right? And so I had some of these things cross my mind through a quote that I'll actually read you in a sec. But then ever since, hearing that quote, I've noticed subtle little signs for the last 2 weeks. And these are two clear messages or thoughts or lessons or whatever you want to call it that I'm focusing on right now. And I just wanted to share it with you, and hopefully it helps you too. And also, just before I do, I think it's interesting. I want to say to you right now, these are two new things that I've learned. But what's fascinating is they're not necessarily new things that I've learned, but it feels like it, when really they're just things I've heard before, many times before, and I just needed to hear it again. I needed that reminder, and this reminder is coming in a time where I really needed to hear that specific thing or these specific things. And I was actually thinking that at church the other day, because I've been going to church my whole life, and I've heard a lot of the same messages over and over and over. And part of me sometimes thinks why do I keep going just to hear the same thing over and over and over again? But it's because every once in a while you get something out of it that is something you've heard before, but it feels brand new, and it smacks you in the face and stops you in your tracks because it really resonates with you, and it's something you needed to hear again. It's something you needed as a reminder at a certain time in your life. And so that whole kind of concept is really fascinating to me. And that's the case with these two specific messages. And as I'm sharing these things with you, hopefully that's the case with some of you. Maybe some of you needed to hear these things too. I hope so. Hopefully it has the same impact, same effect that it's having on me. But okay, I mentioned the quote. I'll start with the quote. It's actually from Joe Rogan. It's on one of his YouTube videos that I've seen. And Joe Rogan said, "Don't look at your failures as proof that you suck, but rather look at them as opportunities for growth, and look at them as opportunities to be motivated to do better." I love that quote. Oh my gosh. And that first part, that first line, really, like I said, it just smacks you in the face, right? It smacked me in the face. Don't look at your failures as proof that you suck. That really resonates with me, and I'll level with you here and just let you know, I'm a pretty transparent person. I'm an open book. I don't try to hide things. And I've been down lately, and it's been harder to be upbeat. It's been harder to keep my head held high. It's been harder to be motivated to do better. And I credit a lot of that to my negative self-talk, me focusing on my flaws, me focusing on my failures. And just like in that quote that Joe Rogan said, don't look at your failures as proof that you suck, but rather look at them as opportunities for growth and opportunities to be motivated to do better. And that's been my problem the last couple of weeks is I'm focusing on my failures as proof that I suck, and I'm being kind of a downer. But what I should be doing is looking at where I'm at in my life and where I've been in my life, all the failures, and looking at how I can use those to be better and use those as positive things and as a superpower, and happy, upbeat things, and use it as fuel to be better and as opportunities for growth, as Joe Rogan says. So I just wanted to share that with you. Again, probably not something new that we've learned, but maybe something we need to hear, right? The second thing, and this is what I'm telling you, it's so interesting. I heard this from Joe Rogan, the importance of having a plan, but then I go to church and there was a talk all about the importance of having a plan and the importance of not just wandering around through life aimlessly, right? For me personally, I think pre-2020, I was really kind of a focused person. And something happened in, the craziness of 2020, being home all the time, going from job to job to job, looking for jobs, working remotely, working from home, being at home all the time. There was just something that happened in 2020 where I got comfortable just going with the flow and being kind of chill and like not working as hard. I'll just be honest, not working as hard. So I feel like I've lost sight of any kind of plans that I had, any kind of goals that I had. I've lost sight of those things, and I've lost drive, And so hearing these two kind of power messages combined of don't focus on your failures, but focus on the positive, or don't look at your failures as proof that you suck, but rather opportunities for growth, as Joe Rogan would say, that message combined with also have a plan and like do things on purpose and like get to where you're going on purpose because you planned it to be that way. Those things are kind of powerhouse messages, and I really needed to hear them like in this exact moment. And so that's what I'm focusing on. And I'll be honest with you, like I don't have anywhere that I even write down goals right now because I'm such a digital person. Everything's in my phone or my laptop or whatever. But I also feel prompted to just like write it down. And so I'm going to be ordering or building. I might be doing like a DIY project, like building some kind of whiteboard setup in my room or my home office. And I'm going to start writing down all these things that are somewhere where I can see it frequently every single day. And I'm going to start making a plan. I'm going to start making better, more specific goals. And I'm going to do my best not to just wander around aimlessly, but to like really do things on purpose and just look at where I am in life, right? And try to make the most of it and make it better and grow from here. There's only up from here, right? So these are the messages I wanted to share with you. I hope I said anything, relevant to you, something that you needed to hear. I love the power of podcasting. I'm very grateful that I have this podcast and that I can spend a few minutes on a Monday morning to share with you some of my thoughts, and it lives on forever. You could be listening to this the moment it comes out, or you could be listening to this years from now. I could be listening to this years from now, be like, oh yeah, I made that episode. But I'm speaking something into existence. And they're positive, uplifting messages that have helped me, and I hope they help you. And I just wanted to thank you again for being here, listening to Upbeat. If you enjoyed the episode or got value from it, then please Please leave an upbeat review or a comment if you're watching on YouTube. That's always much appreciated. And if you'd like to, I would also really appreciate it if you could share it with a friend or a loved one, someone else who you think would like this podcast. That is always, like I said, much appreciated. And again, enjoy your 4th of July coming up this weekend, this Sunday. Happy 4th of July. Stay safe, stay upbeat, and have fun with your friends and family. You guys are the best. I'll see you next week.
This is Upbeat with beatboxer, musician, speaker, and show host, Parker K. Subscribe at parkerk.co.